Until a year ago, Victorian Financial Controller Gerald Pannu thought he was in pretty good health.
I mean, I don't smoke, not particularly overweight, played a lot of soccer, and generally kept a reasonably healthy kind of lifestyle, I guess.
But there was one part of his lifestyle that wasn't so healthy.
I know I was doing a lot of hours working early and coming home reasonably late, and then just bringing work home in my head really more than anything else. You tend to stress out a lot about things because you care about the company I guess you work for. You know, you don't sleep very well occasionally because you just worry about things. So the work-life balance wasn't particularly great, but I didn't think it was going to manifest itself in the way that it did. I was asleep in bed, 4 o'clock in the morning. I felt a very heavy pressure on my chest, as if my chest was being gripped in a vice and just getting tighter and tighter. I woke my wife up and she very quickly realised what the signs were because I couldn't really speak. I was in a cold sweat, I was breathing very heavily, couldn't really catch my breath too much, so she knew what was happening. Called the paramedics, and after that it was a bit of a blur. I don't really know what happened in the ambulance ride on the way to hospital, but I do remember the cardiac surgeon saying to me and looking me in the eyes and saying, "This is serious, there's a risk of mortality here." And that's when I thought, there is something going on here, I'm in trouble.
Jerry experienced what is commonly referred to as the widowmaker, a type of heart attack with a survival rate of just 12%. The cause? A lethal combo of 2 factors: high cholesterol and chronic stress.
The combination of those two is probably what caused my heart attack. I mean, certainly the physical aspect of things, having high cholesterol, is not great, but also the mental stress of my work over the past sort of 20, 30 years has culminated into what happened. And if it wasn't for my wife calling the paras when she did, the paras doing what they had to do, and then the cardiac team in the hospital, then, it could be different.
Jerry is far from the only person to end up fighting for their life as a result of work-related stress. Studies have linked factors such as long hours and workplace pressure with a 40% increase in the risk of cardiovascular disease.
It's the silent killer. The key takeaway really is just to look after yourself and to recognise the signs that you are taking things too seriously. If you're not sleeping, if you're bringing work home, if you're short with people, then those are signs that you've got to realise that things are getting a little bit perhaps out of hand. Prior to my heart attack, I was probably doing a lot more in the way of 24-hour connectivity, emails, messages. So I've cut out a lot of that, and I'm far more aware of, my family and wanting to have more of a laugh and just doing things today. I get out and about on my bike a lot just to get out in the fresh air, enjoy the sunshine. That helps me in a couple of ways. It helps me physically, and it helps me just empty my mind of anything that's gone on during the day. Been given a second chance. Don't want to stuff it up this time. Recognising stress and reducing stress levels is crucial in terms of your physical well-being.